Welcome back to Tom's Life. Today we are making caramel shortbread biscuits. The ingredients you need are plain flour, caster sugar, brown sugar, butter and single cream. First step, we're going to weigh out the ingredients to make the caramel sauce. First step, we're going to weigh out the brown sugar. You will need 50 grams. I'm using my talking scales. And this will be for the caramel sauce.
It is 8 grams. It is 35 grams.
So you're just going to add a little bit more in.
It is 45 grams. It is 45 grams. It is 48 grams. It is 49 grams. It is 49 grams. It is 50 grams.
Spot on. Once you have weighed out 50 grams of brown sugar, you're going to get a small pan and you're going to place your brown sugar in. You want to give it a little tap so it all comes out. Next step, we're going to weigh out the butter. You will need 25 grams to go in with your brown sugar for your caramel. So you're just going to chop a little bit off, and then I'm going to use my talking scales.
It is 31 grams.
You take some off.
It is 16 grams.
You add a little bit more in.
It is 16 grams. It is 21 grams. It is 21 grams. It is 24 grams.
That'll do. Once you have weighed out your butter, you're going to take them out and place them in with your brown sugar. Then we'll put this on the heat to melt, and then we'll add in the single cream. Let it cool while you're making your mixture for your shortbread biscuits. Now we're going to start weighing out the ingredients to make the shortbread biscuits. You're going to need to weigh out 150 grams of butter. So I'm just going to cut some butter off and then use my talking scales.
It is 103 grams.
You add in a little bit more.
It is 103 grams. It is 123 grams. It is 130 grams. It is 129 grams. It is 154 grams.
Take a little bit off.
It is 130 grams. It is 141 grams. It is 148 grams. is 151 grams.
That'll do. Once you weighed out your butter, you're going to get a large mixing bowl. You're going to place everything in there. Next step, we're going to weigh out the plain flour. You're going to need 300 grams.
It is 27 grams.
So you just keep adding it till you get the 300 grams.
It is 60 grams. It is 91 grams. It is 132 grams. It is 300 grams.
Spot on. Once you
It
have
is 300 grams.
spot on. Once you have weighed your plain flour, you're going to place it in the bowl with your butter. You want to turn it upside down and give it a good tap so you get it all out. Next step, you want to weigh out 100 grams of caster sugar. I am using my talking scales.
It is 15 grams. It is 33 grams. It is 49 grams. It is 64 grams. It is 79 grams. It is 94 grams. It is 99 grams. It is 99 grams. It is 99 grams. It is 100 grams.
Spot on. Once you weighed out 100 grams of caster sugar, you're going to get a little mixing bowl. You're going to pour it all in. So next step, you want to start breaking your butter up in with your flour, so it's more easy to make into breadcrumbs. So you're just breaking it, not too small, just he's about to start working in a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to start rubbing the flour and butter together to make breadcrumbs. Not must have hot hands or the butter will melt. And also you don't have to do it this way. You could blitz it in a food processor and that would just take about a minute or two. But it's up to you how you do it. So you just want nice breadcrumbs. This will take about 5 minutes to do. And you just want to keep raising it from the height till you get nice breadcrumbs. And then what you do is you give it a shake every often to get the big lumps up. Next you want to add in your caster sugar. Give it a good mix. You just want to give it a good mix in. For a minute or two. Next step, you want to switch on your hob, so you start melting your butter and brown sugar for your caramel. You switch it on to high or medium, it's up to you. And you want to place your pan on the ring. You want to get a wooden spoon. Just want to keep giving it a little stir. Break the butter down, so when it starts to melt, then you add in your single cream. And then you want to bring this to the boil to be a nice caramel. And then you will let this cool. Now you want to add in the single cream. You want to give this a little bit of a stir. So it all evaporates in. Any little bits that are stuck on the bottom, your butter or sugar. Then you just want this to boil to be a nice caramel colour. Take about 2 minutes or 3. You just want to get round, stir it gently, don't splash at you. And once you have done it to your right texture, then you'll take it off the heat and then let it cool down. You want to let it cool for about 5 minutes before you add it into your shortbread biscuits, but that's up to you if you want to add any into the shortbread. Your caramel should be nice and cool now, so you're going to add a little bit into your short crust pastry. And you want to give that a good stir in so it binds. So you want to get all the way round. And if you put a little bit too much in, before you start rolling it out on loads of plain flour on a nice surface, you just add a little bit more flour into your mixture. So what I've done is I've took my mixture out the bowl. I first rolled it out with some plain flour. You should have it like this. Not too thin, but not too thick. And then with the knife, you're going to do finger size pieces, and then you're going to cut them down the middle. So you've got little pieces of your shortbread biscuits like this, and then you'll place them on a plate. So what I do is you chop all the way through. And then what you want to do is you want to chop it down the middle. If it's broke, don't worry. You just give it a little pat and bring it back into the shape. You have to be really gentle. So you want something like that, and then you place it next to your other one, like that. And you just want to carefully keep doing them till you've got at least, till you've used all your pastry. You'll probably get about 20 or 25 little pieces. So you're just cutting all the way through. And then you cut them in the middle. And then you place them on the plate. This is what they should look like when you have made shortbread biscuits. So what you're going to do is you're going to place them in the fridge for 5 to 10 minutes so they set up. So you're going to open the fridge and you're going to put them on the top shelf for 5 to 10 minutes while you preheat the oven. Next step, we're going to switch on the oven. So using my bump ons to tell me which one is the oven. And you want to set it at 180 degrees. I have set that at 180 degrees. And what you should have here is your other half, what have already been in the fridge. And what I did was I laid some greaseproof paper first on a big tray. And you want to lay them out, but always leaving a gap. And when your other shortbread biscuits are done, you'll lay the rest out. So finally, you're going to place them in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes on a top shelf. You're going to close the door, and then you're going to keep an eye on them so they go nice and brown. And after when they have gone nice and brown, it's up to you. You can either leave them as they are, or you can use the rest of your caramel over the top. It's up to you. And don't forget to hit the like button, share to all your friends, and hit that subscribe button where you can see all my recipes. And thank you. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming soon.